Hey everybody, Ogre here again for Ogre Breaks, doing a little box opening. I have a SGC submission that we sent in about a week and a half ago. I think I finally sent it out. Part of it was I was waiting for one card particularly to get in the mail. But overall, I mean, they had a really quick turnaround time with how fast. I think they might have had my cards for about 5 business days. Well, not just my cards too. So basically, what it was is we sent in a little submission with some hits that were pulled on the channel via breaks, via my personal rips. So I think there was, if I remember correctly, I think there was 4, maybe 5 cards that were sent that were I sent in for the participants of the breaks, and then the other cards are mine. So you know, with the $9 special that they have regarding series 2 tops. So these are all top series 2. Everything is there is one base card just because one of the participants in the breaks, he really wanted a base Young Hoo Lee graded. And then everything else is parallels. Let's see. There we go. Just gotta pull it out a little more, I guess. So hopefully we get some decent grades. But yeah, like I said, most of the stuff was all stuff that was pulled, and then with that $9 special that SGC was doing, you know, some people wanted to get some cards graded. I wanted to get a couple graded myself. So with that, let's see what we get. So this was a David Ortiz. This was out of one of the monster boxes or giant boxes, or mega boxes, whatever you want to call them. This was number to 25. I think this was, what was this, an orange parallel, I think it was. So the orange David Ortiz got a 9. Like I said, I'm not really an expert when it comes to, like, you know, really looking at cards to get graded and such and such. Definitely, you know, there was a little stuff with the cornering on the back, at least you can tell. But so 9 on the David Ortiz. This probably was our best. That was probably our best card that we submitted. So let's save that one for last, I think. Maybe not. Actually, I take that back. There was two cards were autographed, if I remember correctly. This was an Ellie blue parallel fantasy favorites. I decided just to send this in with it being a parallel, being Ellie, being hot. Got a 9.5 on it, so I'm okay with that. I know SGC is usually a little tougher when it comes to grading, especially regarding modern cards. But I mean, this was one, I forget, honestly. I think I might have pulled this out of a mega box, if I remember correctly. I can't quite remember exactly if I pulled it out of a mega box. I think I did, though, but it was definitely something I pulled on video. So 9.5, I figured I'd throw it in there, see what we get. This was our other auto. So here we got a Jackson Churio. This is one of the, I don't really like how they have some of the cases like already like kind of, I don't want to say scratched up, but like marked up a little bit, if that makes sense. I didn't say this, more like they're like, I don't want to say the scratched, but anyway, Jackson Cheerio short print that we sent off that was pulled in one of our breaks, and that got a 9.5. Not too bad. I actually pulled the Jackson Cheerio for myself as well, but as I was looking at it, there was definitely, at least the one that I had for myself, there was definitely a couple little marks up here, so I didn't bother sending that off. I figured also too I'd send it off in a different submission since we were sending this off for one of our participants in the breaks. So, but 9.5, not too bad on that. This was the base Young Hoo Lee. Like I said, or wait, no, I take that back. This might not be the base. We have one's a base, one's a gold parallel from a jumbo box. So this, let's see. That that is the base. So the base got a 10. So Dylan will be very happy about that. I know he wanted to get a nice, at least base Young Hoo Lee. So getting a 10 on that's nice. His wife, I think, is a big Young Hoo Lee fan and just kind of wanted to get something graded, kind of nice of his. So then this should be the gold parallel, the gold foil parallel out of the jumbo hobby boxes. This is what I pulled this for myself actually, and all right, 9.5, I'll take it. These foils, I feel like this year and last year have been really difficult to grade. So with a 9.5 on that, I'm okay with that, honestly. Can't complain too much on that. Like I said, they're like, I'm a little bit far from an expert. I mean, you can kind of maybe see a little stuff here on here. But like I said, I'm far from an expert when it comes to kind of stuff like this. So, I'm okay with the 9.5 on that. This was a Kinero. This was a gold parallel to 2024. I actually pulled this out of the same box as the Young Lee for myself, and with that, got a 9.5 as well. You know, to the eye, it doesn't really seem too bad. I mean, the one corner maybe a little bit there, but like I said, can't stress it enough, I am far from an expert regarding, you know, grading cards and such like that too. So but Kinero 9.5, I'll take it for sure. This was also this was the 299. Walker, big supporter of the channel. He pulled this in one of the breaks, wanted to get this graded for himself. So it was I think these are the orange foils, if I remember correctly, to 299, and that got a 10. Okay, orange crackle foil board. So nice little color match on the parallel, and nice little 10 on the Heston Kjerstad. So not too bad there, actually. So I think that's what I think that's the second 10 out of 9 cards that we got, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So far, or actually, second 10 out of what 7 cards. So here is the base Young Lee. We pulled this in a break, and like I said, one participant wanted to get it graded. I thought it looked pretty decent. I thought there was maybe a little bit of some surface issues on it on the front, but so okay, got a 9.5 and then a 10 on the auto. So but pretty much usually I think if the auto doesn't get a 10, I don't think they grade the auto. Like they won't, I don't think they'll give the auto like a 9 or a 9.5 or anything like that. It's either a 10 or nothing. But a 9.5 on that, so pretty nice. I mean, this card was going for, I know right around the time we pulled this card on opening night and opening weekend. This was like a $200 card easily. So so not too bad, 9.5. I'd personally be happy with that personally. So not too bad. And then this was one that I pulled. This is the only card in this submission that I didn't technically pull from a pack. I got this at a break with Vintage Shim. Follow him on Instagram. I get into a lot of his breaks, but he pulled the junior Kinero 89 black parallel. This was 197 out of 199, and same thing. I mean, like a little, I mean, I don't know if this is something that could, you know, kind of be buffed out or whatever. I'd have to look myself later on, but so card got a 9, auto got a 10. So was kind of hoping for maybe more of a 9.5. You know, there's definitely potentially a little bit of whitening there. Yeah, this one corner doesn't really look, I don't want to say it looks bad, but it could look a little better. But like I said, I figured I'd send this off, see what happens. So but 9, 10 on the auto, can't complain too much there. So you know, the plus side is did all right with at least, you know, what, 9s. So realistically, we got what, a few 9.5s. I think we only got what, 2 10s, right? Yeah, so realistically our two, just a little recap, our 2 9s, the Ortiz and the Kinero, which I'd have to look to see too, actually, how these foil cards have been grading outside of, you know, at least the Kjerstad. And then pretty much, you know, for what, other 5 cards, we got 9.5s, so, you know, close, you know, mint plus, not, but you know, not too bad. I'll take it. I mean, I'd personally take that, especially with some of the ones I submitted. And then we did get 2 10s overall, so realistically the results weren't too bad. But I figured, you know, give it a little shot. I don't think I'll be doing another submission, at least with Series 2 with SGC, because I think I'm kind of at the point where I'm kind of winding down in you know, opening up some Series 2, unless I start buying some stuff and then maybe trying to get it graded that way. But overall, like I said, very quick turnaround time. I can't complain about the turnaround time. I think they had my cards, I think it took about 2 weeks for me shipping it to them, receiving it to them, processing it, and then to them shipping it back. And you know, because I know they shipped it out on Friday, and then basically I had to wait for the whole weekend for it to come in today. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the turnaround time. Their slabs have actually grown on me too. I know at first I wasn't the biggest fan of their slabs, but I'll be honest with you, their slabs have grown on me overall. So, but with that, I'm pretty happy with the results. But so if you want to see more openings like this, especially with other just regular pack openings, appreciate you guys if you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified of any of my future uploads. If you like what you saw, please leave a like on the video, and then also let me know in the comments, have you sent anything off the SGC? You know, what was your, you know, gem rate percentage, you know, so to say. I always like to hear your guys' opinions and, you know, how your luck has been, or you know, potentially, unfortunately, maybe not haven't been. So, but with that, I want to thank you guys again for watching. Have a great night, everybody.